Good morning and welcome to Chantaburi, Chao Lao Beach, a place that I have spoken about on this channel many times before. When I say many times, maybe 2 or 3 videos, because I absolutely love it here. This is the first time that I've ever come here and stayed overnight. And when we were looking for accommodation, one quick thing to note is this is a little run of resorts right here. But the beach in this area is really narrow, and I'm no tidal expert, but every time I have come, those clips that you see in the intro there, the beach is much wider and, in my opinion, much more beautiful down at that end. There are 1 or 2 resorts down there, but they're a little bit more scattered, whereas this area is a little bit more built up. But that's not what I'm going to talk about in this video. I want to talk about, could you live in an area like this? Obviously, that's a very subjective question because different people have different interests, different needs, different requirements for an area to live. But every time I'm in this area, every time I'm enjoying a beautiful sunset, because the sunsets here are pretty damn special, I always feel like, God, I'd love to live here. I would love to just be able to do this every single day. During the day itself, I feel like there's not a lot to do around here, but we are going to go and explore Chantaburi a little bit more today. So I guess it's a question more for myself for the future, but more for you if you're looking at areas to live in Thailand, to think about what type of lifestyle are you looking for when you come out here. Do you need action? Do you need things to be more developed? Because if you're looking for something more local, more peaceful, a place that is tranquil, I think that's the word I would use to describe Chantaburi, tranquil, then honestly, I can't think of anywhere much better. As you make your way to the local town here, if you were to live here, there's not a hell of a lot going on. There's a few restaurants. There's obviously things like pharmacies, convenience stores, supermarkets, etc. I mean, for me, I checked if there was a local gym close by, and I kind of figured out the geography that beyond this street, it's all mountains and fields behind. The nearest gym is 25 minutes drive away. But I think it just demonstrates that this type of place isn't designed for me. And what I mean by that is, somewhere like Pattaya or Phuket is designed to accommodate a wide range of people, right? Including people who love the gym, for example, but people who want party life, people who want international food, etc. In the hotel that we're in at the moment, mainly it's Thai families. It's actually Thai school holidays right now. I like the vibe here, I like the area. This is obviously the beach road, a little bit deeper into the mountains. There is a small city. We're about to head down to a central shopping mall, so maybe those international amenities that you would like if you were living around here, maybe we're about to stumble upon them all a little bit further out. We just got back to Chao Lao from central Chantaburi. We went there because, believe it or not, you wouldn't think it now, but it was bloody pouring down this afternoon. But central Chantaburi would have been quite close to here. I'm aware Chantaburi is a province, not a city, and provinces can often be very big, but it took us 45 minutes to get there, and it was exactly what you would expect out of a central. I guess if the theme of this video is, could I live there? You can get all of the international restaurants, Japanese, some Western food that you would expect to get in any central in Thailand. But not quite the amount of brands that you would get if you are currently in Bangkok. In Bangkok, you get a lot of international brands in Central World, Icon Siam and the likes, whereas these more local centrals really just focus on the basics. They've all got a Uniqlo, but apart from that, it's very hit and miss depending on what brands you're into. Here with my family, and you might be thinking, if your family have come from England, why would you bring them to a quiet and peaceful place as opposed to going to somewhere a little bit more well-known like Samui or Phuket? I think I've just answered the question, to be honest, because we want somewhere completely peaceful for them, which is also what we prefer ourselves. We don't particularly like the busy places. Don't get me wrong, I will visit places like Phuket, Samui, Krabi, etc. Just in terms of a relaxing time, a relaxing family time, we would avoid those busy crowds, especially nowadays. I've seen pictures of the airport where the lines are just crazy, and I just don't want to risk that with them. Just jumping in the car, driving for a couple of hours, taking our time, stopping off, getting some food, and then eventually ending up somewhere like this really hits the spot, really is exactly what we were looking for this trip. Tomorrow we're actually heading back up the coast towards Chantaburi where we live, but we are going to be staying in Rayong. I think I'm going to make a similar video to this video about Rayong, because as much as I love Chantaburi preview, I actually think Rayong is a little bit more livable. So we'll talk about that in the next video over the next couple of days. So could you live here in Chantaburi, and should you live here in Chantaburi? Well, obviously that's subjective, but for us personally, I think this is a place for the future. Somewhere that I could see myself coming to when life slows down a little bit, to really enjoy and savor those moments. But as you'll find out in the next video, there might be a slightly better option when that time does come round, and that option may be Rayong. So please be sure to subscribe for that. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. If you have, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.